Hey guys, what is up? Aoki here, and today we're doing another Leona coaching session. So today we are looking at a Silver 3 player by the name of Thermostat. Real quick, I just want to take 15-20 seconds to talk about the runes. The runes look good. I'll link them down in the comments. But Thermostat, your runes look good. I would recommend switching out Legend Alacrity for Legend Tenacity. And you might be saying like, oh, Aoki, you used to take Legend Alacrity, which is the attack speed rune in Precision, and that's true, I did, but ever since they did the W changes and you have a lot more presence in the late game, a lot tankier in the late game, I feel less pressure to squeeze every ounce of damage out in the early game, so I don't bring Legend Alacrity anymore. But other than that, runes look totally fine. I would just recommend making that swap. So what we have here is a pretty classic low elo problem. What you want to do is, this is the start that I do every single time, and in a lot of these coaching sessions I pointed out. If you're going to stack here, drop your ward here. Don't rely on your teammate to ward or use their body for vision or anything like that. You should be self-sufficient. So if you're going to stack here and look out for this entrance, that's good. But you got to be thinking about what the worst case scenario is. Worst case scenario, they stack this 5 and they're coming in around here. So drop this ward here and then stack here, or vice versa. You can drop the ward here and then stack down there. But don't rely on your teammates to do this, especially because she got to the game late. So worst case scenario, she walks into the bush and there's 3 or 4 people there. Thankfully, that didn't seem to happen this game, but alright, so let's look at our matchup. Brand and Tristana. This should be a very, very good lane for you. You have a lot of synergy. You have a lot of early game pressure with MF and Leona. You have an easy target to Zenith Blade onto with Brand. You've got Ignite. This is really, really good matchup for you. So let's see how you abuse it. Alright, get into lane right as minions crash. Thermostat, I'm sure you've heard of this, but what's called a fake leash is when you wait like 10-15 seconds back here where they can't see you. That way you don't give away which buff your jungler started at. So if you walk to lane immediately, the enemy team, you see they're not here, you can assume that they started blue. By going to lane as soon as the minions crash, that's not fake leashing, so the enemy knows they didn't start red. So that might start, they're going to relay that information to their jungler. The jungler might change paths, might try to intercept your jungler. It's just a bad idea. You always basically want to fake leash. The only scenario where you don't want to fake leash is when you're hard pushing for level 2. And when you hard push this fast, this is actually going to work counteractive to what you guys are wanting, because this is going to reset the wave like right here, and they're going to have access to all these minions, and you're not going to hit level 2 any faster than they are. Because look at this, your minions are dying so fast. They're basically going to die. And even if you do hit level 2, it's going to be so close to their turret now that you can't abuse that as Leona. You can't Zenith Blade into their turret. See? Nothing to Zenith Blade here. It's a good idea to hard push like that when you have like if the scenarios were reversed and you were the brand and you want them under your turret, so you can harass them with W's, harass them with E's, things like that. But when it's under their turret, you as Leona are totally useless. Alright, we've taken a lot of damage. First blood is going to your guys' team though, so that's good. You did catch vision of Shaco there, so you know he's not coming down for an early gank. He's probably clearing the rest of his jungle, right? Okay, that right there, that was him. Well, firstly, I want to talk about this. I know I'm not coaching Brand, but that's kind of a wasted ward by Brand, because he just saw his ally die with J4 getting an assist. They know J4 is top. So I know this isn't you making this mistake, but I just want to point it out that this is a totally wasted ward by Brand. What you could have done differently here is when he walks up here to ward this, you walk this way, cut him off, and then go in on him and kill him. But I wanted to point out that mistake that Brand did just because it might be relevant to you, and you might be making that same mistake in a future game. I see a lot of low elo players basically warding just out of habit, and because they kind of like feel compelled to. They know I'm supposed to ward against junglers, so missed Zenith Blade, that's fine. So basically, MF is a little too low to be going in at this point anyways. So you just want to kind of be using your Relic Shield to get her a little bit of sustain back. It's fine if you don't want to fight right now. Yeah, she got a little too low there. Another missed Seamless Blade. It's fine. Missed skill shots happen to everybody. Luckily, no fatalities, looks like. I would actually have stayed in lane here. It is slightly risky, but you're going to be giving up like 2.5 waves of experience if you go back right now. Whereas they're not in a position where they're wanting to dive. Your jungler's hovering this side of the map. You're not going to get dove if you stay here and collect all this experience and gold. Yeah, they can't dive you if you play it correctly back here. Again, I know Brand isn't the one being coached, but they should definitely, once they saw you back and they pushed it all the way to your turret, they're not going to take this turret. It's time to go back. They should have immediately pushed it to turret, shoved it, gone back. It's something that I see a lot of low elo players struggling with. Overstaying, and something that isn't talked about as much in League of Legends, which is understaying, which is, in what my opinion, you guys did there. You understayed. You weren't really in danger of getting dove. You know, maybe if this was a Blitzcrank or Thresh, I would feel differently, but you guys could have collected all this experience. Okay, now they're overstaying. Very nice, very nice. Yep, good job. Good job, man. Good catch, good recognize on your jungler being there. Alright, so what you guys are wanting to do is what they should have done. You want to shove this to your turret fast, fast, fast. So as soon as your W's up, you walk into these, proc Sunlight on all these bad boys, you get that shoved, and then you go back again, spend the money that you just got. Yeah, you don't want to be like slow pushing this like you guys are. You want to have helped her shove this up here so it could touch the turret. See, only one minion touched the turret. Whenever you have the opportunity to, you sent Triffs to the graveyard and you sent Brand back to the fountain. This was your chance to shove it to the turret, just like they did. Shove it to the turret, make them lose out on that experience, that gold. Instead, what you guys did was you didn't help shove, and now they're going to be back in lane in time to catch all of this. Most of this. Yep, see, there she is. I think she missed 2 CS. Whereas if you had helped her shoved it, she could have missed upwards of 10. It can make a big, big difference. Okay, so want to make sure you're standing in the bush when you're setting up kind of ambushes like this. It's good that you did catch him. Very, very nice, very nice. She's dead. Just let her go, just let her go. Let her go, you've got no more juice left. You have lost vision of Shaco. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so you always want to be very certain of what you're doing. Doing this thing where you go back here and cancel your back, and maybe I should stay, maybe I should go back. You want to build a stronger understanding of why you're going back, or why you're staying. That way you don't get caught in this, like, you're coming over to turret and it's like, I don't know what I should be doing. I call that floundering. You wanna eliminate floundering from your play. If you think roaming mid is the correct call, you roam mid. You don't hesitate. You just go. Because every second that you wait, like League of Legends is honestly, it can be a game of inches. It can come down to, did I save 2 seconds here? It comes down to, did I channel my back in time here? Because I'm sure you've had that moment where you channeled your back and it gets all the way down to a half second, and then someone stops it and you die because you hesitated and you channeled your back too late. So I want to, through this coaching session, help you come to a stronger understanding of why you should be doing things and when, and to be a more decisive player. Okay, this was an unnecessary risk. I think you hit him. I think you hit him here. But regardless if it worked out and if you hit him or not, seeing this kind of triggered me because this is totally unnecessary risk. You guys know his flash is down. You got that earlier. You know that he only has one way to go. You know exactly where he's going for. So just walk over here. Cut him off. Walk into the bush. Get some vision. Don't do a blind zenith blade. That's bad. Yeah, see, it ended up missing. You guys should still get him. Unnecessary flash there as well. Your Q actually gives you a little bit of extended range on your auto attack. You would have caught him here without flashing. You still could have just walked up and Q'd him. So just a couple of mistakes I'm seeing here, and just in this one exchange that could have gone differently. Cut him off. You don't have to do his blind zenith blade. You don't have to be too ambitious for it. And then here, I'm pretty sure you can Q him right there. That is well within range. You could have Q'd him. You didn't have to flash. But you guys did get the kill, so good stuff. So normally I would like this. You guys got a kill. You're leaving her to farm. That's fine. You're looking to roam on Fizz. Fizz is pretty difficult to gank as Leona. You're very, very projected, and he's got all the tools to outplay that. The main reason why I don't like this roam is because you have no mana. Even if you do end up finding someone, you have enough mana for one spell, and not even all of them. You have enough for one Q right now. So you're just not much use. This is a scenario where, like I said, I'm going to help you build this decisiveness that you need to have. This is where you help her shove and then you back. You don't waltz around here in the river. You don't leash Scuttle for it. You definitely don't steal Scuttle from him. I'm sure that was a mistake though. This would have been good. Maybe making a dragon call here, but doing it now is too late. So just need to work on this decisiveness, and as you get better at the game and play more of the game and gain an elo. See, yeah, this is too late now. This is a risky call. I think you guys should still have it. Shaco should concede this, but like I was saying, as you play the game more and start getting to higher elos where your indecisiveness gets punished more and more, you'll start having less of it. You need to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and cut down on those wasted seconds. Yeah, this is too late of a call. You guys got the dragon, but it looks like you're gonna lose a couple life bars here. So what I would have done is that was a scenario where I would have helped her shove and backed. And then you guys could have been full health, full mana, and have items on them for a dragon call down the line. Alright, let's see what we got. Moby Rush. Strong. I like that. That was good. That was smart. Prepping it. Oh, okay. So let me point out something good that you did here and something bad that you did here. It was good that you prepped this minion. It was bad that you hit it one more time before the turret hits it. That right there is the bad part. So let me show you the good part and then the bad part. Good. Perfect. This turret's going to hit and not kill this minion, and then you're going to have an easy auto attack. Bad. You hit it again so that the turret killed it. So with melee minions, it can take 2 turret hits and then an auto attack from basically any champion, and it will last it. Definitely Leona. But by putting it within a turret shot of health and then autoing it, you're just assuring you won't get the CS. Very nice ulti though, man. Very nice ultimate. Okay, so let's talk about how we could have played this differently here though. Because this is a good catch. This is another good catch. Wow, this is honestly so surprising how well you... She hadn't even finished her jump yet. That was a really good ultimate, man. I'm not really seeing anything differently that you could have played there, honestly. It was a good catch. You just hit level 6. You had a good ultimate. She might be in trouble here. Okay. Good stuff. You played that pretty well. I'm happy with that. 1 for 1. Alright, back to lane. Another catch! Girl, look at you go! Beautiful. Clear out vision. Okay, so now this would be a good time to roam. Because at most, she's in a 1v1. And this is a pretty favorable 1v1 for her. She's got 2 kills on her. You're fine to leave her alone, I would say here. Maybe give her a caution ping when you leave. Let her know. Communicate that you're roaming. But this would be a good time to roam. Honestly, it'd be a good time for both of you guys to roam. Come up here, pop this vision plant, maybe put a ward at their blue buff, try to let your team know where Shaco's at, try to get vision of him. Roam on Fizz. You've got your jungler down here. You guys could maybe even 3v1 dive Fizz. He's pretty low. But sticking around in lane here is actually a bad call. You're not going to be much used here. So this is where I would have roamed. You already had it shoved to the turret. You don't have to help her shove. This would have been a good roam. And if push comes to shove and Tristana tries to dick Misfortune, she's got her flash up. Yep, see? Okay. So just imagine if you had roamed here, how differently this game would look. You know, you can be the type of player to be like, oh man, my mid and jungle just got killed by Shaco. They're such idiots. They're such feeders. And that's true. They probably shouldn't have died. But what you could have done differently is if you had roamed there, it could be a totally different looking game at this point. You guys could have killed Shaco. Another catch! Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me look at your combo. Make sure you're comboing right. You're making a lot of really good catches. This is exactly what I wanted to see because like I said at the beginning of the game, beginning of the session, Bran is such an easy catch for Leona. Beautiful. Well played combo. Good catches. Ooh, even got his flash. That's going to sting. Alright, so make sure this touches the turret. It is. Once again, you can roam here now. You can either channel your back, you can roam. You guys don't want to just sit here tapping this turret. When you guys have valuable gold to spend, you've got things to be doing mid. She's not diveable, right? Because you don't have your ultimates. So you don't want to be diving this. Okay, okay. Getting some spooky stuff going on here. I like this. Yep. Now, once again, you're in a position. You're in a position where you can just walk up to Brand. You don't have to do anything tricky. You shouldn't even be going on Tristana here. You should be going straight to Brand. Walk up, boom, tap him. I think you're using your flash a little too liberally here. So you guys did go for a 2 for 0. Let me just tell you how I would have played it. I would have let MF fin for herself. I would have walked up and taken the free stun on Brand, and then maybe tried to Zenith Blade to Tristana. I think you're using your flash a little incorrectly here because this is twice now. I'm thinking that you might have kind of a bad habit of unnecessarily. I mean, look, you're once again within Q range. You don't need to be flashing there. I understand the idea. You're probably trying to take her off guard, get her before she jumps, and things like that. How I would have done it, I would have walked up, stunned him, lined him up for the J4 EQ. Boom, he's dead for sure. You know he's got no flash. Then you can turn on and 2v1 Tristana. But especially once you've dedicated yourself to going on Tristana, don't flash like this. Your Q gives you an extended auto attack range. I'm not sure if you know that or not. But okay, 2 for 1 here. Or excuse me, 2 for 0. Good stuff. Alright, shoving it to the turret, shoving it to the turret. Okay, now go back, channel your back, channel back. You don't want to be greeting here. You don't know where Shaco is, you don't know the status of Kled's teleport, you're super low. Gotta be thinking about that worst case scenario. Let's say Shaco invisibles over the wall, comes over here, sets up a trap, boom, you guys are both dead. Or look at the timing on that. Or Fizz shoots his ult over the wall and you guys are likely both dead here. You overstayed here, is my point. Yeah, okay. So you guys are both dead. And you gotta imagine, you always gotta be thinking about what's the worst case scenario. I use Shaco, but it could just as easily have been Kled or Fizz. And you gotta be thinking about what you're trading off for that. You guys are trading off at most a couple of hundred off of a turret that you're going to be getting anyways. You guys are not at all in range or at risk of losing first turret gold. And even if you do, oh well, it's not worth the gold that you just put on Fizz. Alright, I had that going too fast, my bad. Alright, let's see what happens here. Got no ultimate, no flash. He lets you catch her again. Man, this brand is so free. Good stuff. All right, now you are in a position to be taking this turret. For the obvious reasons that Brand is dead, Tristana seemingly backing up and respecting. She's not even feigning that someone else is near. But I want you to have the awareness to know that without even looking, you can know for a fact that you are not in danger right now, because you can see everyone else on the map. Everyone else is on the map without even looking. Okay, so it looked like you had the right idea here, which is to roam and let her finish this last wave and then meet you in mid. It looks like you had it. Right here, I'm like, good for him. He's going to go roam. But then you stay. This is no longer your responsibility. You can't do anything here. You guys aren't going for tier 2. You should have roamed. Roam mid. Maybe even call for a dragon, since you're going to have vision all the way to their tier 2. Mid laner's dead. Oh, did you not see him? Okay, this would have been a pretty good jump on Shaco too. I'm really not seeing too many mechanical mistakes. You had those first couple of missed Zenith Blades, and you're kind of wasting your flash a couple of times. But other than that, I think a lot of your flaws, Thermostat, is in your decisiveness. That was really clean. That was really clean. No one followed up, but it was a really clean combo. Yeah, I feel like your mechanics are fine. You even know, like, animation cancels. You had a nice animation cancel there while casting your R during the E animation. Yeah, I think if you work on your decisiveness and knowing where to be in the map, and more importantly than that, knowing why you're supposed to be there on the map, you're gonna have a lot more success. Okay, don't build Locket though. This is a totally outdated build. You don't want this. It's not gonna help you. It's not good. What you want to be prioritizing in your build pattern is CDR. CDR. The item I build 95% of my Leona games, first item is Knight's Vow. You want to go Knight's Vow into Zeke's, and that'll give you, I believe, 30 CDR, and then you can just top that off with another item. Usually the game's over by that point. But you want to be spamming CDR, and why? It's because a couple patches ago, maybe two or 3 months ago, they changed the way her W works. They drastically lowered the cooldown on it. So basically, once you get 30% CDR, your W is going to be up 100% of the time. And if you look at your W, it gives you crazy, crazy stats. 55, right now you're sitting at 31 bonus armor and 62 bonus magic resist for 3 seconds. So what happens is when you proc that, when you use your W, you get those bonus. And if you hit anybody, so basically if you're in combat at all, if you hit anybody with that W, you retain that for an extra 3 seconds. That's 6 seconds of having a shit ton of extra defensive stats. So that's why getting CDR is so important on Leona. Locket doesn't give you CDR, so don't build Locket. Okay, starting the dragon. This is a good dragon call. We have to assume they're on Rift Herald at this point, which you guys are already pinging, which is good. Kind of a wasted ward. This is your side of the map, and they had no way of getting here without you seeing them. So this is kind of nitpicky. You probably just did it to feel better and know Shaco's not going to steal it. But let's look at the map. There's literally no way they could... Here's an entrance. You would have seen them through the turret. Here's an entrance. You would have seen them through this ward or this ward. And here's an entrance. You would have seen them through the minion wave or this ward. There is zero way for them to be behind the dragon at this point in the game. So, just nitpicky, but honestly, like I said before, League of Legends can be a game of inches. Maybe comes down to a fight later where you lose the fight because you don't have vision, and you could have had that ward. Okay, good stuff. Letting them finish up, Shaco. Nice prediction, man. Beautiful. Really, really good stuff coming out of you. Like I'm 100% confident now. Your mechanics are totally fine. The only thing I'm a little worried about is just how liberally you use your flash. Well played, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, overstaying here a lot, though. A lot. So something I see a lot of people do in silver, gold, even in plat, is trade unnecessary deaths for turrets that you're going to get anyways. Kind of like what you did there, and kind of like what you did in the bot lane when Fizz killed you. You guys are going to get that turret eventually. There's no reason to give them kill gold and trade kill gold for turret gold when you can just 3 minutes from now, maybe even 1 minute from now, get the turret gold for free, right? And the reason I point that out is not because I'm trying to be petty with you. I'm trying to explain a theory that a lot of people overlook, and it's that some people will even convince themselves that that was a worth trade because you guys did get more gold there, right? But it's not worth because that was gold that you'd basically already secured. You're already going to get that gold eventually. This is an iffy call, especially because you guys don't have mid priority. See how we don't have a wave, so they can't like safely extend past their wave. So you're basically on the enemy team's turf right now, and you didn't have near enough time to get the Rift Herald before Baron spawned. You guys can go in on that. You know he has no flash. He has no flash. Oh my, MF. Okay. So you guys got an ace. Nice. Good stuff. Okay, so at most, you should come over here, take this cannon, and instantly back. Don't walk forward. Don't even encourage him to push past this. You're overstaying again. Get that cannon back. Nope. This is not your job. This is not your role. This is not what you're good at. This is not your role. And now you've let your mid laner rope you into overstaying. This is how people throw games, man. Don't do this. You guys got the ace? Beautiful. Push it as far as you can. Get the relic shield proc. Boom, you're gone. Once again, this is not your role. You're not supposed to be here pushing a lane. And look, now everyone else on the enemy team has gotten to buy because they died and were in fountain. You haven't gotten to go back yet. If another large-scale team fight comes out, you're at a distinct disadvantage. And I know you've got a ton of gold. You just got 5 assists. And now you're late to a team fight, man. See? These things have consequences. League of Legends is honestly, it's just your biggest mistake I've seen is decisiveness. If you get look at that, man, your mechanics are so good. Your mechanics are honestly so good. You don't miss ultimates. You combo correctly. Animation cancels everything. It's your itemization, your decisiveness, and your kind of map knowledge, your game knowledge, like knowing where you should be. This is good. You guys killed 3. It's Tristana split pushing. You can get inhib here, honestly. Yo, she should not be TPing. She should just be committing with this to this. You'll have to back out now. Shaco and Kled are up, and Tristana got the channeler back, and Poppy left. So you don't want to overstay for this now. You guys could have had this if Poppy stayed. It was actually the correct call for you to do that, but gotta back out because of Poppy. Okay. Oh. Here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This indecisiveness, channeling your back was the correct call there. Now you're wandering the map again with gold in your pocket. You're shoving a lane when this is not your role. Setting up the ward on the mountain drake and channeling your back instantly. Look, you could have already gone back and been here ready to contest this if you had channeled your back like you did the first time. Another really good ulti. Another really good ulti, man. I like what I see on the mechanics side of you. I usually have to spend a lot more time in these lower elo games going over mechanics, combos, everything. You've got that down lock, man. Just need to abuse that. Work on your other aspects of the game. Okay. Free inhib, and then we back out. Then we back out. Then we back out. There you go. There you go. He's not going to let you channel back there, though, so. Oop. Now we're going back in. If Tristana hadn't just saved all 3 of you guys are honestly going to be in trouble there. I hate to keep harping on this, but you stopped your back again. I understand where it's coming from. You want to save your teammates because you know they're overextending. But all you can do is make the correct call, and it's not your responsibility to try to save the 290 HP J4. If he's caught, he's caught. You really can't save him. You can't save her either. So maybe if you were playing a Janna, your decision-making process would be fine, kind of like a Mama Bear type, like go back, shield them, tornado. But as Leona, the only way you can stop Poppy from dying is going in on Tristana. And once you go in on Tristana, there's no way you're coming out. So as Leona in this specific scenario, the very first back you channeled should have been the one you actually went back in on. You wasted time trying to save J4, you wasted time trying to save Poppy when it's just not within your kit. You can't do it. Alright. We see Kled bot. Whoa, this is weird. Not crazy about this. You're 1v1ing a late game ADC as you're approaching late game. This is bad. Don't do that. That could have gone way worse for you, trust me. This is where you should have been. This is where you should have been. Okay, so let's see how you play it. There you go. There you go. Look at that. That idiot has been letting you walk up to him all game long. Good stuff. No unnecessarily risky potential missing Zenith Blades. Just walk up to him. Good flash out too. So yeah, the biggest complaint I have there is that you shouldn't have done whatever you did with Tristana. You should have been there from the start. But once you were there, you played it well. Okay, so finally getting some Knight's Vow. Finally getting some CDR. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so now you call a Baron. Now you call a Baron. You walk mid, you walk your super inhibitor mid, and you start calling a Baron. Shove this wave, go to Baron. That's the call. That's what you should be spamming on the map. You guys already have mega pressure mid. You've got this slow pushing. Nope, this you don't want to go mid. You've already got this. Baron is honestly the call here. And whether you turn that into a bait or an actual fight or actually doing the Baron, that's up to you guys and your team. But calling the Baron here is the correct call. Okay. So that is a lost fight. We see MF bot side. Just lost 2 for free top side. Nothing bad should come from this. They're too weak to do Baron, and you've got pressure mid. So this is the stage of the game where indecisive players, such as yourself, kind of lose. I call it losing games that you've already won. Like, you've already earned the win in this game. You've done everything correctly as a team, macro wise. Like, you've earned this position that you're in, which is a lead, right? But if you don't capitalize it, you're just basically waiting for them to catch up, or get, you know, in the 35-minute point of the game. If you lose one team fight, you might lose the game off that. So it's just that's the biggest flaw with being an indecisive player, is if you don't know what to do with your lead, it's just as bad as never having the lead at all. Okay, so we know Poppy's not here. Honestly, oh man. This is just your team being on totally different pages. Don't go in on this. Don't go in on this. She's totally dead. She's totally dead. You do not have it in your kit to save her. So I really hope you don't go in on this. Oh, you went in on it. Not good. Not good. Okay, so it's not necessarily your fault that they got caught and died there. What was your fault was dying with them for totally free. There is no chance in hell you get her out of that. So it's the same situation where Poppy and J4 were caught, and you had those kind of maternal instincts to go back and save them, but you just don't have it. You can't do it. It's Leona. There's no way you save them. Oh man. Oh no. Okay, okay. Oh man. Like I said, all it takes is one bad team fight in this stage of the game. I think you guys are gonna lose off that, aren't you? No, you're not. No, you're not. It's not over. Hey, nice. Okay, so now what I would be doing, I would be going to Baron again. Death timers are long. You got 40 seconds. Ping the shit out of your team. Let's go to Baron. Let's go do Baron. Oh boy. That's the problem with overextending towards their mid. Probably now lost access to Baron. They will likely do Baron. And it's honestly just like a night and day difference. When you see a team that is decisive and a team that's indecisive, do you see how quickly they move to Baron? Someone probably spam pinged it. One person was probably like, hey, Baron, we could do Baron. We could bait it. We could actually do it. Like, we've got a 4v5 here. We're in a good position. All it takes is that one person making the call, and boom, decisiveness. It wins games. If you had been that person spam pinging earlier, this could be you. Alright, J4 is trying to get inhib. They are now doing Baron. Ooh, this is messy. This is messy. Yeah, I imagine you guys are about to get slaughtered here. Okay, so I'm going to let this play out because obviously they win off this. Just some quick pointers. As I've been gushing over your mechanics, I think you're totally fine on that front. I've seen some really, really impressive things that, quite frankly, I never see from silver players. So mechanics-wise, you're good. Be careful about using your flash so liberally, and just be aware that your Q gives you an extended range. Take the easy, free walk up in Q over the, you know, I might miss this Zenith Blade 10 times out of 10. In the situations that I pointed out, there's no chance of them getting away. You could just legitimately walk up to them. Your biggest flaw is definitely, as I said, decisiveness. I hope that this coaching session has helped you kind of realize a higher elo player's perspective on where you should be, why you should be, and it should help you fix your decisiveness, because it's honestly going to win you so many games. You know, just shaving off 3 or 4 seconds here, shaving off the 20 seconds there that you spent, you know, floundering around, things like that, and build CDR on Leona, bro. I don't want to be checking your OPGG and be seeing you rush and lock it anymore. All right, buddy. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can talk to me in stream, Twitch DM me, Discord message me, email me, anything. But I hope this session has helped you specifically and anyone that's watched it. So take it easy, guys. Peace.